I ran a mile yesterday at one of the gyms I be showering at, and my legs are hurt because I'm so out of shape and I haven't ran in so long. I used to run for fun, but when you run as a black man, especially I don't dress athletic. I don't dress like a runner. I don't be dressing for the occasion. Oh, but my legs are sore. You know what I'm saying? I got that crazy soreness in my legs. Oh man. I'm gonna start making more videos about why I'm single and why I look like I might die single. But this is the skate park here in Austin. And oh, look at the police over there. He just looked at me real dirty. It's funny, when I'm in a homeless encampment like this, I get the most hatred and the most heat. I don't do drugs. I don't do meth. I don't do coke. Never liked them. I'm already hyper. And when I get real excited, man, animated, there's a good chance the police will show up. Oh, it's a couple schools here too. What are these school buses doing here? Well, this is the community center, Austin Recreational Center. So that's really for children. But they made this years ago when the pandemic, I don't know when they made this, like for the homeless, but I know during the pandemic, this was one of the only places I could find to shower when I was working as an Uber Eats driver and a Postmates delivery driver during the pandemic. I wonder what's going on over here. Looks scary, man. Look like a bunch of white supremacists having a MAGA rally, but I'm downtown Austin, so I doubt that. And it's at the skate park around a bunch of homeless people. I doubt they talking that MAGA shit. And on top of that, y'all heard that last video I recorded, the homeless are oppressing us. Oh man, skaters. I don't skateboard. I don't like walking away from my truck either, especially around this place. But fuck it, man. I ain't got my pocket knife on me either, but fuck it. That's even better. I ain't got no weapons on me at all. If somebody fucking with my truck, man. I'm gonna stop recording so I can ask them what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what kind of rally y'all finna do? Is this like pro MAGA or anti MAGA?
Zero mags. This is just skateboarding, and we're a bunch of nerds. Cameras.
Okay, I'm a different kind of nerd.
Yeah?
Ghetto nerd. Subscribe to my channel, Diego Don Juan, YouTube.
Sweet. Okay.
I only got 22 subscribers.
Okay. You might have like 26 now.
Diego Don Juan.
All right, go Don Juan.
Shout out to y'all, man. Have fun. Stay safe. Yeah, I'm one of the bums, I just wandered over.
You're not a bum.
One of the homeless. I'm unhoused, yes.
You see around that.
I don't care if you call me a bum. I don't care if you call me homeless. I don't care what you call me. Like I said, I've been homeless most of my life. Started in childhood. And the part of Chicago I'm from, it's a real live war zone. They destroyed most of the houses in the low-end area. Like 90, who knows what percent. It looked like a war zone when I was growing up in 93. But now over there by the Robert Taylors, it really looked like a war zone. To me especially, with those big buildings not being there. I was one of those kids that used to like playing in the projects. And they called me a Pookie for that, or Ray Ray, or something else. Man, the police, they heavy here. But they not, as you see, the police are just talking to people for now. But you do see it's not a lot of black dudes around here. I might ask somebody that, man. As a matter of fact, I am going to go ask somebody that. Hey, how you doing, officer? You guys mind if I record and ask you guys a couple questions?
Yeah. Hey, no worries. You saw him? You contacted him? No, we have not contacted him. That's who it's, I believe, based on involved. I don't know.
Hey, I just want to ask you about the crackdown. You know, I've been homeless most of my life, but I'm working homeless. And I don't know if you guys noticed that yet, but a lot of the working homeless, especially brothers like me, we get a lot of the heavy-handed police attention. And I see here that they cracking down. And I've been avoiding this place for a lot of reasons. I'm working homeless and, you know, I don't do drugs and nothing like that. Is there a place for like black homeless that you know of, or a place where I can ask? Because they used to tell us that we could park here safely when they run us off from like the Walmarts and all that other type of stuff.
Okay.
Do you know any safe parking spaces for that we ain't going? I'm not saying you guys are doing anything bad.
No. I understand where you're coming from. Are you like parking lots? Just someplace to?
Well, I work in my last, you know, I was a trucker, but I quit trucking because it's too MAGA for me now. And so I came back here to Austin and I was going to do Uber and Uber Eats. I've been doing this since
Do you
2013.
have a vehicle?
Yeah, I live in my vehicle.
Okay.
And it looks pretty nice.
Have you tried camping out discreetly in a Walmart parking lot?
Yeah, not recently because of the COVID thing, and I know a lot of them don't allow it no more. And I do know a couple. Like I got a couple of my favorites.
Okay.
You know, and I will park there. But like I said, I quit my trucking job.
As long as you're legally parked, well, this is what I would do if I were you. I would go get very, very dark blinds or cut out.
That's my
cardboard.
truck right there, and it's almost falling apart. It might get repossessed. The one with the, you know, I might lose that soon.
What I want you to do, and what I'm recommending, I don't want you to do anything. An option would be legally park on the street, somewhere public parking, and get a blind for your windows so that no one can see if anyone's in there. As long as you're legally parked, no one's going to see you sleeping in there.
Well, I've been stopped and checked out a lot of times over the past few years. Hopefully y'all just look at the plates and know that I'm one of the working guys.
So one of the things that happens is when we see someone unconscious sleeping in their vehicle, someone will see that and be like, oh my God, is that person okay? And which will generate a police response.
I was born in Chicago,
Okay.
and I'm a really hard-working dude. Been working since I was a kid, and I'm in Austin for a reason.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely know that you guys are, in my opinion, I have high expectations for APD, and sometimes I get disappointed. You know, I had a, you know, but it is what it is, humanity. But yeah, this is for my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be doing some homeless news stuff now because I think I'm gonna lose my truck soon, and I'm gonna probably be, you know, like.
What's your channel?
My first and middle name, Diego Don Juan.
Diego Don Juan.
Diego Don Juan. And I did get it in prison, you know. So I got a felony and all that. But and I'm not shy about it. But also I want to talk about the homelessness because, you know, you listen to the MAGA people, they make it seem like it's just a bunch of black people. And I'm going to start putting some of my videos up to show, you know, I'm not trying to be racist, but, you know, in this city, the troublemaking homeless, 9 times out of 10, are not colored people. I might be wrong about that. I might be wrong. But my video evidence of living on the streets most of my life as a kid, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I was asking you, like, is there a place where a black person wouldn't stand out like a sore thumb? Because, you know, my truck looked pretty nice. They be panhandling me and all that stuff. And I ain't panhandled since I was a child. You know what I'm saying? And they make it seem like it's mostly black people panhandling. That's not true.
No, it's not true.
Most of the panhandlers here.
Well, I don't know the actual split, but so how does that sound as an option? Trying out a Walmart. Now, bearing in mind, it is private property, open to the public, so they do have the right to make it.
Well, my real plan is to try to get out of Texas, man. I'm really smart, and my CDL has been Texas this whole time, and I know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I could answer some questions for you.
Is there any like liaison or office where we could go and get questions and answers, and maybe even like for my YouTube channel?
Are you familiar with the Homeless Outreach Street Team? The
I'm
host
not.
team? So you have a working phone.
I'll Google
it. Well, no. What I was saying is anytime you want, just call 311. It's a non-emergency. Call 311 and say, hey, I would like to talk to the host team. And they'll put you in contact. You can also do integral care. Or have you been to the downtown area community court before?
I've been to all the homeless spots, but...
So the downtown area community court, they can put you in touch with a caseworker. we can get you on the housing list. But it sounds like you
Tried all that.
interested
And then
in
they
that.
make you wait so long, and a working guy like myself is like, by the, I'll find something, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to work, but also I'm sick of working like a slave for a city that's going to treat me like a super predator, if you feel me.
Okay. I'm sorry that's
So,
not your experience.
Yeah, it ain't your fault, man. You look at how decent you been with me, treating me like a human, you know what I'm saying?
You are
So,
human, so.
I'm not mad at you. I wouldn't even came up and talk to you like this if,
No,
it wasn't hostile or nothing.
No.
And you guys might see me recording everything and more guys like me doing this. And so, just want everybody to stay safe and want the world to get better, man.
Diego Don Juan?
Yeah, man. It's going to be a lot of racial stuff on there, but I accept any opinions, honesty, all that type of stuff. But, yeah, I talk about race a lot. You too. Thank you, sir. So, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Help me grow my channel. And my content is going to change on my channel. I'm not even going to be... This is the last day that I'm going to post a current video. From now on, all my videos are just going to be old homeless footage. Always afraid YouTube would delete my channel because they always threaten to delete my channel. Man, my first time I got in trouble on YouTube, oh man, that video was hilarious. And I was roasting Kanye West for snatching the mic out of Taylor Swift's hand. But I also got a video defending Kanye. That video stayed up. Man, my funny ass video. I still got that video. So like, share, subscribe, and holler at me if you want to buy some of my footage or work with me. But my hours are back on Uber, so I got to hustle before I lose my Uber account, because eventually one of these passengers is going to report me to Uber and be like, man, I think he might live in this car. And I won't be able to do Uber no more. And I can't keep making car payments on this truck anyway. I don't care. I'm ready to quit. It's like Tupac. I feel that feeling Tupac. I mentioned Tupac, and two of the lyrics, I want to remake Tupac songs. One of them, he has this one lyric, and if I did die young, who cares? All I ever got was mean mugs and cold stares. Boy, does that represent what it's like to be a nigga. Haters stare at you, mean muggy. Strangers stare at you, mean muggy. That was Death Around the Corner. I know that song, because that was Tupac. Tupac did change, no doubt about it. Especially lyrically and musically, and his message and his mission. It changed. He got convicted of a rape charge. And the anti-rape rapper who was making anti-child molesting songs since album one. Tupac has 3 anti-child molestation songs on his debut album. Part-Time Mother, Brenda's Got a Baby, and man, you could say a few more. I'm only gonna say those 2 just because those 2 are blatantly so anti-child molester. And Predator. He's rapping to not be a sexual predator. And he gets convicted of rape. And really, he got convicted of something else, but they was just saying rape on the news. Tupac is now a rapist. And boy, you trying to save the hood, but they want the P. Diddy's and they want Puffies. Shut up. Stop being stop ruining the party, niggas. Get your hand out my pocket, Tupac. And still to this day, I still be watching Tupac YouTube videos and stuff. In the comments, you just see gay, 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 gay. Prison ain't gay. Tupac wasn't gay. If the thing about Tupac, it's hard to not listen to Tupac, and if you get into his music, it's hard to not relate to him no matter who you are. So if you look at Tupac and you think he was gay, that's probably on you. Tupac was one of them mirror-ass niggas. Tupac was one of them mirror-ass niggas. Pray for me, y'all. Today's gonna be a crazy day for me.